Hey guys, how's it going? OPB here. Just doing another quick little Ukrainian Red Dawn part 3 now. I uploaded part 1 and 2 already. This is going to be part 3. In part 1 and part 2, I had spoken about part 1 being overrun by Russian forces. And then part 2, I spoke about not being overrun by Russian forces. And what I would consider. Now, in part 3, I'm going to go as a complete Ukraine has been taken over. Everybody is occupied. Kiev has fallen. The Russians are now in control, and you're back to being Soviet state, right? Which is, let's not kid ourselves here, what they're trying to rebuild. There's been some anger in the Russian Federation for a while after the fall of the Soviet Union in terms of mass power, projection, fear, right? All that stuff. Okay. So that's the scene that you're now in. Just try to picture yourself there. I would link it up with as many groups as I possibly could and scattering. Just lots of wildlife, lots of forested areas in the Ukraine. I'd be playing the roving refugee role real well. Okay. Maybe have caches all over the place. Different means of force projection, clothing, etc. Even carrying something like a small backpack with a couple of personal items, maybe things that people would deem sentimental, maybe pictures of, if you want to keep it real OPSEC, random people that you find in blown up buildings, maybe come up with a story. This is your wife, this is your kid, this is your sister, this is your cousin, or what have you, right? Let's come up with a backstory, an alternate name. Try not to carry an ID on you. Say it's been lost. Maybe a very small amount of currency, kind of thing, right? You got to start gathering as much intelligence as you can. Store that intelligence and have a way to relay it. Now, having a way to relay it, I'm going to recommend looking at history for that. Look at the Dutch resistance, the French resistance, and all that with the code senders and Morse code sending and all that to fishing vessels, to England, to other countries, to other operators further along the lines, right? They had all that networking set up. Now, it took some time to get there, but again, this is a Red Dawn scenario. Like, you don't have to go to work on Monday morning. Work's probably not there, in all honesty, right? This is survival right now. You can deal with that to find a new job after. Okay, you got to take care of you and yours. Work's not there. You don't have a job, so you literally have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life that you know about. Okay, to do whatever needs to get done. There's no excuse if you're not going to get things done. Now, resources are going to be finite, so hopefully you would have prepped and stockpiled those items now, well before that event takes place. And I recommend that, as I said before, with spider points, which I'll be doing a video on, that you have that spread out. Maybe have a main cache, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, you lose that basket, you're done. That's it, right? There is no rebuilding from anything more than the dirt. Okay, you'll have nothing. That's an issue. Okay, so gather intel. Information is ammunition. Okay, that's probably one of my favorite things I've ever heard in my life. My dad says that all the time. Information is ammunition. Sorry guys, just a little bit busy here on this country road for some reason, and I'm kind of concerned. There's not normally this many cops out. Might be an accident or something up here. Sorry guys, if I cut the video short, that's why. Yeah. So, kind of lost my train. Okay, you're all overrun. You're gathering information. Information is ammunition. Farming, I think, is going to be your best friend. Look up guerrilla gardening. I've done a little bit of that, not too much. I'm going to do a video on that as well, and how I implemented it. I'm going to release a little bit of OPSEC on that. It's not really OPSEC anymore because I'm no longer in that area. So I will, and there's no way I'm getting there to get to it. So kind of left what I had done behind, and hopefully somebody who's of lesser means than I am finds it and can utilize it. Just kind of why I did it in the first place, where I did it. But anyways, as I was saying, you're going to want to scatter resources, right? Think of the squirrel logic. You're going to have your main base, which is where you're sleeping, and then you're going to have your food stashed all over the place, or your goodies, right? But you're going to move. You're going to move, you're going to move, you're going to move. Never stay stagnant. A couple of days in one spot's more than enough. You're gathering information, and you're going to be relaying it. I know I keep saying information, because without that intel, any guys that on the outside, foreign aid or whatever, foreign military powers come and try to liberate you, they need that information, right? Now, you gotta have proof of it, so that way they can do something about it, maybe. Or maybe they gave you the means to do something about it, via proxy forces, which is what's going on there right now, anyways. So that's what I would be doing. I'm gathering information. I'd be networking with every single underground movement I could find, both legitimate and otherwise. Basically, if I was questionable about them, I'd be questionable back. Kind of the enemy of my enemy is my friend method. Things like that. In terms of assets, I wouldn't be putting too much equipment on your person or in your vehicle, if that's even still running. Resupply, that one's tricky. I'll probably do a whole video on that alone, like a Red Dawn resupply kind of thing. But that's it for part 3 now of the Ukrainian Red Dawn. At this stage, I'd be just trying to get intel to go on to the next stage of, we'll call it reunification of the nation, right? Reunification of the nation. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. That's where we're at in my mind as of part 3. So this is OPB. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can find me over on BitChute and Patreon. BitChute if you want to leave a donation, a one-time donation kind of thing. My PayPal's in there. You can leave me a one-time donation if you so wish. Subscriptions over on Patreon, they start as low as $1 Canadian a month, which as of this morning was like 75 cents, 76 cents US. So if you can afford less than $1 US a month for a subscription, that would be great. It can help me put more time into this channel, and it'll help a lot with allocating more time to this channel. And I can make better content, more outdoorsy content, less truck talks. I apologize if you guys start to see a lot of the same thing. I'm kind of just talking at the sideways iPhone, as Bear says. Right now, because of my current situation, doing the best with what I can with what I've got where I'm at, as Pastor Joe Viking Preparedness says. So I'm kind of just trying to grow this channel stay posted. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. OPP out.